Hi guys, this is Christine, your relationship and mindset master doctor and your leverage for change. Today I'm going to be speaking about dating and just basically before you enter into a relationship, before you start dating, because that's really the first step to entering into a relationship, right? And I want to give you some questions that will help you to really kind of be more introspective in deciding and whether it is that you are actually ready to be in a relationship. Because from my experience, a lot of individuals who I work with, what's happened is that they have the tendency to be jumping from one relationship to the next. As soon as something, one relationship ends, they're looking for something else. And a lot of times they're looking for another relationship for all the wrong reasons, right? And so I'm going to be giving some questions that you should really be asking yourself before you are ready to see if you're actually ready to be in a healthy relationship. Now, anybody can enter a relationship who is not healthy, who haven't worked on themselves and healed from their attachment styles or from past traumas. And usually these attachment styles are as a result of past traumas. So the first question, guys, is did you take time to heal? Losing a relationship, breaking up, divorce, whatever it might be, hurts. It hurts. There is emotional pain that you need to heal from before you move into another relationship, right? It is never good to just jump from one relationship to the next because you're looking for someone else to help you heal. You have to do that journey. That journey is for you alone. You cannot have somebody fix you or make you feel better in the short run because it never works, all right? So the first question would be, did I take the time to heal? Right? Because what happens is that each relationship that we have brings in good and bad, right? And so the things that hurt us in the past relationship or was a source of trauma for us, if we don't take the time to heal from that, what happens is that we bring that trauma into the next relationship with us if we haven't taken the time to heal and get that matter resolved, okay? So that is why it is so important to heal from your past, to take the time and sit with yourself. There's some things while you're doing that, while you're in the healing process, guys, you need to do some self-examination to understand what may have gone wrong. Now, there are relationships where nobody has a clue what has gone wrong because the person may not have told you, right? They may have just got up and disappeared, and that's another issue which you have no control over. But the fact is, if you sit with yourself and ask yourself these questions, what went wrong? Then you can say, well, I don't know what went wrong. And the other individual didn't tell me what was wrong because I didn't think, there was anything wrong. There are lots of relationships that break up and the one party does not know what happened, right? Because the other party never shared anything that was wrong. They just kind of kept it inside and went and then disappeared one day, right? So you should also be able to examine your part in what may have happened. And your part may simply have been that you did not say to that person, this is something that's important to me. I would love for you to try and do this for me, right? Could you take out the garbage? Because when I come home from work is really, could you, help me with this? Could you help me with that? Could you, whatever it might be, if something upset you, then you should be able to talk to that person in a really respectful way and share your heart with them, right? So that things can be resolved. Now, sometimes you do that and they don't respond because they have issues too. So you have to really go through these things, guys, to really think about, did you do your part? Did you share what may have been something that you were not happy with? And maybe something that they could have changed, but maybe at least they had the power to change it, because you couldn't change it. You could only ask, right? But did you do that? The reason why this is important, guys, is that at the end of the day, you're learning things from your past relationships. You're addressing these things from your past relationships so that you don't carry it and all of this baggage into your next relationship. And you're also healing in the process of examining these things. Doing this self-examination will also make you more aware of the things that went wrong in the past relationship that you're not, that you'll be more likely to be aware of if it begins to happen when you start to date again. But if you just jump from one thing to the next without even any kind of a self-examination whatsoever, then you've not really become aware of what any problems were in that relationship. You've just kind of buried it and jumped into another one. All right. So this is why it's so important to take the time to do all of these things I'm mentioning now. What did you learn from your past relationship? Did you learn that there were some things that you should have done differently? Did you learn that there were some things that you would have done differently regarding to your partner? What did you learn? There's always a learning process. There's always something to learn from every experience you have, whether good or bad. What did you learn? And now you can take what you've learned into the next relationship, whether it be that, I should have spoken up sooner about certain needs that I have, or certain things that they did that I didn't like, or whatever it might be, because what I did, and also maybe I should have noticed some things that were there, some really big red flags that I ignored in the past, and I kept going because I thought that they would change. Maybe you learned that you can't change someone, right? So these are the things that you have to really pay attention to, guys. Have you addressed any attachment traumas that you may have brought into that past relationships? Because you're going to take it, next relationship, you're going to drag that in there too. So you need to be able to heal, not only pay attention and question certain things that happen that you can learn from, but you also need to work on yourself to heal your attachment traumas before you enter into another relationship. A lot of individuals go into relationships from one to the next to the next to the next because they haven't healed from their attachment traumas. There's some individuals, the anxious preoccupied, for example, who feel the need and also the fearful avoidant to be in a relationship, whether it's a good or bad relationship. And sometimes even just the attention from a partner of the opposite sex. They will go out and flirt all over the place, male and female, just to get attention. These are attachment traumas, guys, you have to heal from before you can hope to be with a partner and have a healthy relationship. And when you are healed, you are better able to identify partners who has traumas and things that they need to heal from as well. Because the sad thing about it is that there are individuals, guys, out there who prey on people who are broken. They can see it from afar. They see your neediness. They see that you just need to be in a relationship. They know that. They feel that. They can sense that. There are people who, they're experts at this. So they go from one place to the next looking for these types of people. Now, when you're healed, you can identify these people and know to steer clear from them. But if you're not healed, you're just going to love the attention and love that this person is paying attention to you and jump into that relationship, carrying all the trauma, pains and hurts from every single relationship from your childhood all the way up to the other romantic relationships that you've been hurt into this relationship. And you also go in there expecting this poor person, this new person who has nothing to do with all your baggage and stuff, to fix you and to understand you, all the trauma that you bring into that relationship. That is not fair. That's not fair, because you would not want that to happen to you, right? You would not want that to happen. You would not want somebody to bring all their stuff and expect you to be okay with that. And you should just be okay with putting up with their mess and their trauma bonds that they bring into their toxic behaviors that they bring into this new relationship. And that is why it is so important for you to be a whole, heal yourself from whatever trauma you've suffered, right? You are now an adult. You have the autonomy to do things and heal. Yes, things may have gone wrong in the past. People treat you bad. People did you wrong. But if you sit there and just wallow in that mess, you're just going to be there all the time, right? And you can't just now jump into another relationship hoping that your partner is going to love you and heal you. Nobody can do that but you. Nobody can do that but you. You cannot go into a relationship expecting others to heal you or to fix you, right? Or to make you feel loved. Because if you did not love yourself when you went in there, first of all, you cannot love them in a healthy way. You may think the neediness and the fact that you want to be with them 24/7, 365, or all that, or that you can be there with this person and just give them things and believe that that is love. That is not real healthy love, right? That is not real healthy love. Love makes the other person feel free to express themselves the way they want to, in a healthy way, as long as it's not something that's hurting you or themselves. Love is usually looking out for the best of the other person. And if you're both healthy and you go into a relationship, you will be looking out and be really caring what the other person feels. But it should not be that you're expecting the other person to fix you or to make you feel loved. You should already love yourself going into a relationship. And they should already love themselves coming into a relationship. A relationship should consist, ideally, of two whole persons coming together, right? Not two broken people trying to come and fix, because that's just toxic mess. That's just a toxic mess right there. All right, so these are the reasons why going into a relationship to get somebody to hoping to love you to wholeness, you are giving that person too much power. Imagine this person one day gets up and they're loving and giving and caring and everything, and you're happy. And next day they get up and they treat you like crap, and they talk to you like a dog, worse than a dog. These days now people talk to their dogs better than they talk to people, right? But you're giving that person, that individual, power over how your emotional state, your whole entire life, your happiness. And that is what happens when you do not heal yourself before you go into a relationship expecting somebody else to be your savior. Because that's what you do. You go in there expecting somebody else to save you from yourself. Only you can save yourself. All right? The next thing is, as I say, you end up attracting people who are preying on individuals who are needy and need somebody to be in a relationship, right? You're like a magnet. You're like a magnet, and you think it's because they're interested in you, but later on you find, as soon as they get tired of you, you'll find out that all they were doing was just using you because you were right there ready to be used, right? Okay, so I hope, guys, that you got something from this video. And if you did, please like, share, and subscribe to my channel. Also, please remember to when you subscribe, guys, as soon as I upload something new, you will be notified. So it's really good to subscribe, as well as liking this video for me, because what it does is really to help me with the people who actually get shown this video in their feed, right? So please, I'd really appreciate that if you do nothing else, to really just like this video as well and share it, guys. Always know that you are in control of yourself, and that you cannot put others in control of you, because when you do that, what you're doing is you're creating somebody who is supposed to be in charge of your feelings, your every feeling, your every mood. And that is just too much. Not only is it too much of a burden to bear for the other person, it is also too you've given your control over to everybody else. So you need to take back your control, heal yourself, so that you can be in healthy relationships moving forward into your next relationship. Okay, guys, so this is Christine, your relationship and mindset master doctor, and your leverage for change. Guys, never, ever, ever stop growing. Take care now. Bye-bye.